Alright. In the hangar this place is? Do I recognize this place? I don't know if I do. Oh, maybe the Olympics is actually a connection, or a collection of different race types. Because it's 6 races, right? Maybe it's 2 of each. So that was 2 nationals. Maybe we'll have 2 supercrosses, and then what? Maybe we'll have 2 short tracks after that? Or 2 enduros? But man, well, I'm glad I got my big lead before I came here. Didn't realize this would mean, oh great, more supercross. Oh, this looks like a pretty straightforward supercross course anyways, all things considered. Yeah, so far this seems like a really simple course, all things considered. Yeah. And first to last like that. I'm still way faster than everyone here, so... Alright, doing this again in the Pro Olympics though is going to be a pain, because it means we're also going to have to do more of the same thing. Yeah, this is a pretty straightforward supercross course. I don't complain too much. I'm still going to complain about having to do it at all. And I'm going to complain in advance about having to do this in a harder supercross course with harder AI for Pro course later, or for the Pro. Yeah, for the Pro Olympics. I guess that kind of makes sense though. You do the 3 different event types. I guess it's... I don't know what kinds of event types I had to do to unlock this still. I don't know if maybe Enduro was included, or maybe it was everything but freestyle, or I'm not sure. But having to get used to each of the 3 events and then unlocking the Olympics from there where you do each kind of event is kind of interesting. I don't know if I should power slide there or not. I probably should have. There we go. I don't know how sliding really works on an ATV, to be perfectly honest. I don't know if it works kind of like a drift in a real vehicle. A real vehicle. As everyone knows, ATVs are purely a work of fiction. But my point being, and with a drift, the way that most games want out to depict drifts is extremely unrealistic, which is fine. But the way drift usually works is you deliberately lose traction with your rear wheels and try to keep traction with your front ones, so you basically pivot around your front wheels while your rear wheels kind of swing out. You usually do that by using a handbrake or something that makes only your rear wheels stop turning. And since they're not turning with the ground that they're traveling over anymore, they just slide. You know, the same way that brakes will lock if you just slam on the brakes and you don't have anti-lock brakes on an old car, or something like that. I don't know if it's just this game being unrealistic. Oh. This game being unrealistic and how it makes you just slide when you do a power slide, or what. I mentioned before, it seems like you keep way more speed than makes sense when you do a power slide in this game. But it does also feel very similar to just losing traction in general when you do a power slide in this game. Like, your entire vehicle does slide sideways. But you keep speed in a way that doesn't make much sense. Ooh, yeah. Even the turns are pretty gentle here, it feels like, honestly. Yeah, as far as Supercross goes, this is really easy going. This feels easier than most Supercross. Maybe not too much. Even by amateur Supercross standards, this is a fairly easy one. I'll take it, I'll complain. Yeah, another arena, so I guess we're doing another Supercross here. It would be, I figured you'd have like hard versions of each race though. Like that second national style race we did was not too bad. Mud will cause your ATV to slide, no kidding. I certainly noticed that a few races ago. But I think the way things would go would be, okay, now you've warmed up and you've learned each of the different race types. Now let's throw together a tournament of like real tough ones of each type. That doesn't seem to be what this tournament's doing. Maybe the pro tournament will be more like that though. Just off track entirely even. Oh, that one wasn't unlucky. That was just... Why is the text different? That one's just reality that they got the whole shot. Yeah, so are these slightly different versions of courses I've already done? That's kind of what it's feeling like. This feels like a very slightly different version of course I've already done. And the previous one felt similar. I could be wrong. Could just be one I've already done entirely, I'm not sure. Although those previous two national style races were races I haven't done before, I'm certain, so I don't know. Like, this is very familiar, this jump here. But the layout just feels different. Yeah, you can still take the left or the right fork here. I don't know why you'd want to take the left fork, to be honest, but... Because it seems like harder bumps that are probably harder to get past efficiently, and you have to turn out wider to do it. Ah, you're good, there are no barriers on the right there. Just worried I'd run into some. Yeah, I might just be demolishing these supercross races based purely on stats, to be perfectly honest. But based on when I unlocked this course, I don't think I like did progression in a different order than was expected. I may just have a better bike at this point than was expected, by virtue of having saved up my credits for an unusually long time with, well, what the game considers, I imagine, a mid-tier bike, but it was a bike that was like end-game in all of its stats except for its turning, which I do now realize was a bigger liability than I previously thought, because you do slow down a lot if you don't have the traction that you need. I didn't think that which bike I was using would really affect my traction that way, though, because it doesn't make much physical sense, I don't think. That should more just be a function of your tires, and I was using the best tires for everything, but whatever. Could have hopped over that, but whatever. Yeah. Yeah, see, taking that jump that sloppily on later game courses, especially Supercross, would just ruin you immediately. But I'm losing a lot of ground here, actually. Hold on. You know, I actually need to defend a little bit here. I was acting pretty... There we go. I was acting pretty nonchalant for a bit there. Yeah, I believe this was a course that I was having a pretty hard time with earlier. I doubt the AI is easier this time than before. That would be kind of silly. I suspect it's just me having a bike that's, well, ridiculously broken now. By that I mean that it has basically the same stats with the exception of having... go away. Of taking turns way faster, but I mean, that's Supercross for you. Oh boy! That is a really bad finish. Huh, I didn't even set the record for best lap. I guess that was just consistent. This will probably put us a bit over episode time here, but I guess this one's gonna be a short track or something like that? This isn't 8 races, is it, in this tournament? I think it was just 6. Yeah, it's a short track. I guess there's no Enduro. It's slightly saddening, because Enduro is probably my favorite race type by a significant margin. I wouldn't mind having more than one Enduro in each big open map that the game has, to be perfectly honest. Oh, and here's the game acknowledging that braking in the air just inexplicably makes you lean forwards really quickly. I don't think there's usually much practical reason to do that, but As I mentioned before, whenever you finish a freestyle objective, that's why when you lose control and the game takes over, if you're in the air, which you often will be, the character just starts leaning forwards really heavily. It's because the game turns on the brake, which makes you lean forwards in the air. So this is the sort of thing I'd probably prefer to tune slightly differently for, but I'll probably be fine anyways. Oh, this course was pretty smooth. Is this a short track we've done before though? It might be. I thought those two national style races felt new, but I could be wrong. This seems like I'm quite certain that we've done this short track before. Maybe this is all just redone races, which would be a little disappointing, but oh well. No washing them anyway, so it's not like they're taking too much time out of our day. At this point, this course is actually small enough that with this kind of speed that I have now, I kind of feel like I have to be really careful just not to like fly right off the side or something. Like I don't want to go too fast on that little bump there and fly off the course by accidentally picking up air. Yeah, it's a fantastic experience though, managing to actually keep full traction most of the time in a race. That was not the case with my old bike. I was slipping around everywhere all the time. Also made for a much rougher feeling drive through each course, since any turn would feel real bumpy as I lost traction. Whereas everything's usually pretty smooth here. This is actually going to get to be a bit annoying if I start running into everyone else. If I start to lap them. I don't think I'm on track to do so. Whoa. By the end of the race though at this point. I could be wrong. This isn't like that one ice short track though, where I actually, the first time I used this bike, where I actually did just lap everyone or so. And see, now I have to worry about not running into everyone. This is actually a lot more... Oh, hello. That was interesting to witness. Oh boy. I need to weave around everyone. This is a lot more nerve-wracking. Oh. I did not put us over time. I think I'll... Let me take a look. How many races are there left? Are there not Enduros? You might just end up repeating 2 Enduros. Let's see. I don't know if I should bother retuning my bike or not, though. Oh no, we do have 2 Enduros at the end of this. Huh, that's funny. I guess a victory lap is fun to do. But anyways, next time then we'll do the next short track, and then we'll do the Enduros. Kind of a weird order. I feel like it would make more sense to almost have like increasing race length. Like go short track, then, I don't know, supercross, then national, then enduro. I don't know. Anyways, so we'll do this. Next time, I guess we'll do the Pro Olympics, which might be more or less the same thing, but just harder, I guess. Kind of rehashing a lot of stuff here. And then we'll do the beach and ice tournaments, which sound fun. Pretty short, but... Alright. We're in the rerun era for the time being, but it'll end eventually. Okay. See you then, everyone.